Set your alarm, aren't you hungry?
Who music is so fried, dyed, and laid to the side, baby. We don't want to hear that no more. We don't want to hear how you can pop your cat, pop your cat. We don't want to hear that.
Rap is an art form. You are supposed to be saying something. When I hear y'all music, y'all don't be saying nothing.
Rap is cool and all, but it's getting outplayed, bro. They talk about hoes, money, killing. Bro, I don't want to hear that every day, bro.
I am tired of the shaking. Like, I'm tired of seeing that. Can we bring back real music videos with...
I mean, this is only what real rap fans have been talking about for like 10 plus years now. People that actually listen to rap for the lyrics.
Creativity.
The song is called Kissing You. It's about wanting to be with somebody so bad that it's just like kissing you is more than enough. And she took that and made pop that right here.
I've been noticing something off about rap music lately. And I'm not a music critic, okay? We're not about to sit here and talk about mumble rap or flows. What we're getting into is way bigger than that. Because people used to turn up to rap. Not only because it sounded good, but because it felt good too. Well, today, instead of turning up, a lot of people are turning down the volume. From female rappers asserting their dominance through sex to male rappers asserting theirs through violence, it's like every time a new rap song drops, we already know what it's gonna sound like. And not just in the beat or the music, but in the meaning or the lack of. In today's video, we're gonna look at how and why rap became...
This was a damn minstrel show right here. And y'all was all for it, bruh. She played a whole clown in this video, man. Look, bro, as far as rap, man, it used to be, like, hip-hop used to be about spitting bars, man. You know what I'm saying? It's something meaningful to listen to. A rapper at one point was just that, a rapper. That's all. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. It wasn't, I do this, I do that, and I rap on the side. No. Rapping was it. Rapping was plan A. Was no plan B. Or C, or D, or E, or F. It was it. If he couldn't make it as a rapper, he just wasn't gonna make it, dog.
Performative and empty, and also why so many people are tired of it. When rap music first came on the scene, it wasn't just for entertainment, it was the start of a different type of revolution. And both men and women were shaping that. Rap started in places like Harlem and the South Bronx, in neighborhoods that were overlooked, underfunded, and almost forgotten.
This is Harlem, a place almost everybody has heard of, but where most outsiders have never been. Every urban problem that plagues this country is represented here, and you can find it all within a few blocks of this rooftop. Broken families, rampant street crime, the worst housing this side of Calcutta, alcoholism, street gangs, and the worst plague of all, drug addiction. But Harlem, even the pits of Harlem, is a story so much larger than just junk and junkies.
So in these places where people didn't have much, but they still had something to say, rap became the voice that mainstream media never cared to give them.
In this, this section of the city, not too many families can afford music lessons and things like that. Kids have no place to take music anymore. So in Bronx, what happened was that
Lil' homie thought he was Michael Jackson.
They figured out a new form of music that didn't take any music lessons, and that is using poetry.
They thought they was the Jackson 5.
In a rhythm.
Their lyrics were filled with a range of topics from race, social class, and politics. And what made it powerful was that it felt lived in.
I think it was Chuck D who said, it's the CNN of the black community. It's actually reporting on all of these things that we've experienced in poetry form and musical form.
You had rappers like KRS-One or Ice Cube calling out systems.
Ice Cube.
Yes.
Sue from Illinois asked why people are picking on you. Why do they pick on black artists when, say, the heavy metal artists advocated all sorts of weird things anyway? Why do you think people are picking on you?
I'm a young black man with very strong views, and I'm not the only one that hold these views about the system.
And you also had women like MC Lyte and Queen Latifah speaking on respect, identity, and womanhood.
While we're familiar with Salt and Pepper, Roxanne, Shantae, and MC Light. There's a long list of ladies who helped set the foundation for others. The founding female MCs of hip-hop were investing their sweat and rhymes alongside their male counterparts to create a new subgenre within the culture.
And you weren't just hearing what they thought, but you were hearing what they'd been through. Now, as more ears were able to experience rap, that's when things started to change. Fast forward.
Now, before things started to change, I know y'all can think back to a time when you just listened to a rap song and it just resonated with you so well. Like, you can remember where you was at, what you was doing. You can remember what you was looking at while you was listening to that song. When was the last time you experienced that with a rap song?
To the 90s, and rap had started to grow from a neighborhood sound to a cultural movement.
Within a few years, it had become an underground cultural movement, and its distribution was homemade.
You couldn't purchase albums or records, and you couldn't hear hip-hop on the radio. The only way that you could participate in the culture musically was through these cassette tapes, which would circulate all throughout the city.
As its influence deepened and broadened, the music spread from the underground onto the radio.
As rap got bigger, it got more commercial. The stories
Look, that's where all the talent was, underground. You know what I'm saying?
were still raw, they were still coming from the streets, but now the world was watching and adapting. This is also when artists like Lauryn Hill and Nas stepped onto the scene. Lauryn even won Album of the Year at the Grammys, which was unheard of at the time for a rapper.
And the album of the year is The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill.
That album is fire.
Amen. Wow, this is crazy because this is hip hop music, and you know what I mean? It's like, you know.
Rappers were getting record deals. Music videos were hitting TV stations like MTV and BET, and labels started realizing there was real money in this. But with that kind of attention came an image. The industry started pushing what a rapper was supposed to look and sound like. And that's when things really started to shift, especially for women rappers.
She didn't look like a typical music star.
You look at TV and you like, okay, I don't see no big woman on this TV, you know, where the big girls at?
Yet Missy Elliott became one of the industry's most successful figures.
No, Missy was fire.
Artists like Missy Elliott came onto the scene and she pushed the boundaries without hypersexualizing herself. But a lot of artists were still trapped in that marketable look that labels knew would sell. The men were pushed to be flashier, more aggressive, controversial, even sometimes violent.
Everybody gotta be a dope boy, you feel me? Everybody gotta be a everybody gotta be a gangster, and everybody gotta be hard. All I'm doing is being real.
The women were pushed to be more provocative, glamorous, and seductive. Lil' Kim.
No, this is what I gotta say about Lil' Kim. Her ass could actually rap. Yeah, she already did all this freak shit, but she was spitting bars, nigga.
They have cracked the door open, but by the late 2000s, Nicki Minaj kicked it down.
But no, you could say the same thing about Nicki Minaj, though. Like, that's why I respect Nicki Minaj. She was actually spitting raps, too. Alright, she had this sexual image to maintain, but like you could go back and listen to her music and she got a lot of timeless music, bro. One of my favorite Nicki Minaj lyrics was when her and Lil Wayne hopped on No Ceilings. It was the song they did with Beyonce, Sweet Dreams. And I don't know, bro, I just always liked that song a whole lot, bro.
She started turning sex appeal into a brand strategy. She became the blueprint that a lot of female artists seem like they have to follow today.
Although Nicki's lyrics could get as raunchy as any female rapper, she kind of pioneered sexual raunch on a record in service of her, as opposed to servicing others. I think if you go back and listen to Lil' Kim's raunchy work and her presentation of on record, Kim mostly positions herself as a object and a receiver of sexual desire by her male fans and male peers. But Nicki was like, no, you all are here to please me and are here for my pleasure, which was transgressive at the time.
So it wasn't just about the music anymore, it was the full package. Labels wanted songs that could chart, but rappers had to be more than just rappers. They had to sell the whole image. You had to have the big chains, the big butts. And suddenly it wasn't just about what you were saying, it was about how you looked saying it. And that was the turning point, because labels started figuring out what could sell. So over time, rap stopped feeling like a testimony and started to become a product to sell.
I think a lot of it has to do with the rap game. I think rap music kind of like sold out the culture in a whole. A lot of rappers will be mad at me for saying this, but I don't care. The time I start hearing rappers tell me, yo, I don't rap for the sake of the culture. I don't rap for the art. Man, I rap for the dollars. That's, to me, a bad state to be in.
Today, rap is still one of the most popular genres of music, but when you really stop and listen, you start to question why. Now, the sound and the blueprint of rap have mainly stayed the same over the years. Men rap about money, power, and women. Women rap about confidence, womanhood, and sexiness. But as the years go on and the tracks continue to be produced, the message starts to get a little repetitive.
Everybody trying to rap the same style with the, I don't know who created it, if it was Future or Migos, but all them sound the same.
You're making it because you're in the studio like, what's the #1 record right now? We need to make another one of those. Stop doing that! Stop! You're not original! Give me some original.
A new song will drop and it's about getting money, just like the last 20. Another verse about taking someone's girl or sleeping with another woman's man. Maybe having the nicest clothes or body in the room.
Like every single sentence.
Yeah, the subject matter is one thing, but it's also the lack of talent. Nobody really cares. Like they just said, it's all about the money. They just want to do what's going to make them the most money. Which is cool, I guess. Everybody trying to get some money, but we talking about music, man. Music is literally an extension of our soul, bro. And we should be able to express like ourselves in a way that's gonna leave a lasting impression on other people. Who's your favorite rapper? Who's your favorite hip hop artist, right? And you told me who that was. And then I told you, all right, I asked you, what's 5 of their songs? What's 5 of their songs that you like? And you tell me 5 of their songs, right? And I tell you, I ask you, all right, what's the lyrics on them songs? Are you able to recite those lyrics? Me personally, my favorite rapper is Lil Wayne, and I can honestly recite, like, and I ain't even saying this to brag. I'm just saying, I can honestly give you 100 Lil Wayne verses off the top of my head. Probably more, but I know for a fact I can give you at least 100. Bro, because that's who I listen to. I listen to the words. I listen to the lyrics. I resonated with those lyrics. I memorized them. I familiarized them, bro. They meant something to me.
It's about booty, having leaking.
But they complaining. This is the stuff y'all supported, though. For the longest time, music has been catered for the female listener, bro. Now they mad because Meg Thee Stallion made a song where it's supposed to be a love song. She talking about the same pop this and shake that. This is what y'all supported. This is what made her blow up. Why would she switch up now?
Flipping, twerking, and hunching. I mean, can we get real rap? Can we get real bars? It's prostitute rap.
I really mean this with no shade at all, but don't y'all get tired of rapping about like drugs and drinking? It's the same topics like every single time. Don't y'all?
Rap music might not be for you, dog.
Be living actual.
I don't know, cause you might not be the target audience.
Lives, like I know you have something more to rap about other than that.
Here's a quick thought from me, because I feel like a lot of people, they listen to music and they listen to the lyrics more than the music. And some people want to listen to those lyrics and they still want to relate in a sense, right? So when every rapper or even pop stars are speaking about their 10 cars and their jewelry worth millions of dollars, I mean, read the room. Do you see the times we're living in? I'm not saying that these types of lyrics shouldn't be in these songs. I can't control these people. God forbid if these rappers couldn't talk about how much money they made and their status. What are they gonna talk about? World peace?
You know what they could talk about? They could talk about geeking off the edibles, mixed in the cereal, high as hell, but I speak clearly though. About to knock her walls down, call me Chris Jericho. Then I don't call, she pissed off near the urinal. Got shorty mouth wide open like a Gyarados. She say you from the hood, but I ain't never seen you there before. Nigga, where your house at? Nigga, what's your air code? And all that other bullshit you be talking, I don't care to know. Leave you full of scary hoes, you walk up with the weird approach. They want to take away what I spend my life preparing for. Protect me from the physical, protect me from the spiritual. Nigga was just right here, nigga ain't here no more. Had to switch a game or call me an audible. It is what it is, ain't got shit to be sorry for. All that rich shit, bitch, I want to be a product of. If you shut the fuck up, you could probably learn a lot of stuff. Shawty, she loud as fuck, but I ain't with the arguing. If attention was food, then I'll probably starve a bitch. I look like the I don't give a fuck starter kid. She said you different, I said bitch obvious. Going hard with the Henny like she don't know what tomorrow is. Rap on the heart of it, the veins and the arteries. Loving all the fans in the stands and the audience. You wanna know more about a nigga, go follow them.
Aaron too hungry in this bitch.
Rap music today feels so familiar that you probably already know what the rapper is gonna say before you hit play.
Okay, playlist for new rap music that's done dropped. Let's see what they talking about.
I caught 17 bodies last night. Shot them all in the head. Ain't nobody catch me.
Okay, I hope you get caught soon, my brother. Female rapper?
Yeah,
Okay.
smack me, bend me over, run the train, choo choo, scream my name. I just
my sister in Christ. You might well just do porn.
Whether it's about stacking money or taking someone's man, sliding on an op, people know what to expect, and the result is people are tired. Now, if you watch my video, you know that I really don't talk about trending topics. Most of the time, there's a trendy topic in my video, but I'm always more focused on the bigger picture and how it affects society and the culture. Well, this time, Megan Thee Stallion has the people talking. So let's pull up a chair for her. So if you're not familiar with Megan Thee Stallion, she has become one of the biggest female rappers of this time. Her songs center around being confident, sexy, and in control, and she's definitely built herself a brand.
A real hot girl know how to keep it heated.
Beautiful woman that uses her beauty for evil.
If somebody try to play with me 9 times out of 10, they gonna get their feelings hurt. You wanna make me jealous? Not gonna work. I'm a bad bitch. Where you going after this?
So when she released her new song, Lover Girl, I'm pretty sure some people were expecting one thing, but a lot of people were expecting something different and new, especially since she's in this new relationship and she just looks so in love and so happy and not like the typical hot girl. Well, critics and fans listened and they were not happy.
We know that.
Yeah, no, Klay Thompson, man.
Klay! Your body's tea. We know that you have good poom poom. We know that your is bodacious and to die for. Like, we get it. We know, Megan. Please talk about something else. They trying to figure out where was the love in Lover Girl by Megan Thee Stallion, because the way she was talking in that song was not her being a lover girl. That was her being a freaky girl, which we already know that she is. Which
My whole thing is they complaining that she's still talking about shaking some ass. What if she did switch it up? What if she did talk about some love shit? Some wanting to settle down, be faithful to one man. What if she did do that? They will probably be complaining about that too.
why I was hoping that maybe I would hear something a little bit different from her from this song, considering that the song is Lover Girl and she sampled Kissing You by Total. Like, Kim, Keisha, and Pam did not sing on that ballad so softly and lovingly for Megan to talk about patting the poom poom and popping the poom poom and 30 years later. That's not what Total did that for.
Megan, try it again. Go back and redo that. Cause ain't no way you had us in a frenzy. Ain't no way. I didn't want to hear no sexy red. I wanted to hear this is a healthy relationship. This is a mature relationship. I don't want to hear no pop that, pop that, pop that. You in a healthy relationship, leave that to them.
Megan Thee Stallion has so much appeal, no doubt. But I feel like she would pop so much more if she left some things to the imagination. I want more from her so bad, but at the same time, it's like I understand Hollywood and the agendas that they have to push.
Even though the song does tap into her being a lover.
You know what's crazy? That these women are completely aware of the agendas and they still don't care. Like, Like, you know that the agenda is to destroy, is to kill, steal, and destroy, and they still be with the shits, man. That's crazy.
Girl and being in love, it still sounds like the raunchy, degrading lyrics we hear today. And it's really interesting to me that whenever anyone points this out, I've seen countless TikToks talking about what a lot of female rappers speak about today, which is, you know, their private parts and so on. There's always a bunch of comments of people being like,
Yeah, no. This is always their go-to. But when it's a guy rapper, there's no problem. No, what did I just say? A lot of rap has been catered to the female listener. Look, when dudes rapped about, you know, the things they did with women, it wasn't the center, it wasn't the subject of the entire image, bro. They didn't center, you know how women like to use the word center now. It wasn't centered around sex, bro. Sex was just sex for a dude is a byproduct of success. A lot of dudes would never get sex if they don't get success, bro. A woman getting sex is like, you could just do that, especially if you're attractive. It didn't take you much to get that. You didn't have to work for that. Cause what's the first thing a woman say when she meet a new dude? He gonna have to work for this, right? You know what I'm saying? He gonna have, even if you lying, even if you capping, you still putting. He gonna have to work for this. What keyword? Work. He has to earn it, bro. But women, y'all don't have to earn it. Y'all could literally just say pop that, shake that, and you got a whole line full of dudes ready for you to pop that and shake that. Now they got a problem with it. They the ones that was all for it. Now it's like, all right, Megan, you got anything else? This is all you got? One trick pony? Like, no, this is what y'all fought for, bro. Now she here to stay, clearly. Like, come on, bro.
Guy, y'all wouldn't care, y'all don't say anything when it's men, y'all don't have the same energy for male rappers. Well, hello, you're in the right spot because I have that energy. Rap music today is starting to become more hurtful than impactful, and it's definitely not one-sided. Male rappers set the tone years ago.
We say things that other MCs wish they could say and want to say, scared to say, because the record companies won't let them say it. So since I have my own record company, I can say anything I want. If Run DMC buddies do crap, they're not gonna say it because the record companies won't let them say it. First of all, you can't be affiliated with but, you know, if it's happening, we gonna say it.
And it's only getting stronger today. Whether it's casual mentions of what's in the double cup, what's being rolled up or popped, maybe it's the flexing, the detachment in relationships, and the casual cheating. Or we could even talk about the revenge and the territorial natures.
Drill is based on the chaotic nature and frequent incidents of violence in certain neighborhoods on the south side of Chicago, especially in the Woodlawn area, also known as Drill City. Rapper from Woodland, Pac-Man, was the first one to use the word drill for describing in his single, which was released in 2010 and titled It's a Drill. And unfortunately, his life ended in the exact same year.
I could go on, but I don't want to say.
But them niggas really live by that shit. They live by it and they die by it. So they won't out here just like, you know, capping or flogging or none of that. They was really about that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? If anybody could rap about it, it's the niggas that actually went out there and did this shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Here and demonize or demoralize rap music.
Not saying that it's right. Not saying I condone it, but like they won't out here trying to be something that they want.
And the black culture, because at its core, it's not the rap music. I need y'all to see the bigger picture. Back in the day, people used to rap to tell their stories, and today, they still do. The only difference now is that there's marketing behind it. There's a label that's trying to push something. It's almost like there's an agenda being pushed to the community.
I don't think that the black community will evolve collectively until we recognize what gangsta rap has done to us as a culture, because music is our culture, and I want people to know that there's a distinct difference between hip-hop, or hip, hop, a hippie, and gangster rap, what we listening to today, because the messaging in the music is so negative. It does nothing positive for the community. It's not even empowering. It's not even like, don't worry, little black dude, you're gonna get out the hood. It's not even that. It's like, do illegal substances, your women, have some mix, do illegal substances.
But then here's another thing too. It's a lot of great talent underground that's not being pushed, that's not being recognized. You gotta think, they're only pushing the music that they want to push. But not only that, y'all are supporting it, bro. It's not just you can't just blame just the agenda. Perfect example, Sexy Red. When she first came out, you had one side saying this is an agenda obviously being pushed. But then you had the other side saying, well, everybody know a girl in the hood like Sexy Red. And both was right. Both was true. I definitely knew some girls in the hood that act just like Sexy Red, bro. But at the same time, I could recognize they were pushing this girl. They was pushing this image. They kept giving her that little stack of money to hold. They had her looking goofy as hell on camera as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? They gave her great producers. They gave her great production. Because her songs are definitely hypnotizing as hell. Like 3-6 Mafia, hypnotized minds type shit. You know what I'm saying? And they pushed it.
Praise money, 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 money.
And because everyone's trying to stand out, everyone's trying to get that top charting song, the rap is getting more extreme, it's getting more raunchy, it's getting more sexualized. There's always something good, but once it's mishandled, it can turn evil. And I believe that yes, if we look at the outcome, rap music has been mishandled. And instead of being a vocal diary to some, it's become a marketing and clout strategy. And once that shift starts to happen, we have to ask ourselves, what effect is this actually having on people, or specifically children? We already know how easily influenced kids are, especially when something is trendy, catchy, and cool. And when most popular songs, popular rap songs are violent and hyper, that becomes the new cool.
But part of this responsibility gotta go on the parents, bro. Cause I'm pretty sure all they mamas thought this was cute. 6'7" is crazy.
It almost seems like music, but not limited to just that, is shaping how these kids act and speak and how they want to be seen.
You trying to get on, man? Let's do it, man.
Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling. Do it for the fun of it. Yeah, I'm on that money. If I hear him talking, then I will pull up with the mix.
Because why are we on that money at the age of what looks like 11? Now, I watch that TikToker regularly, so I seen a notification pop up and I was like, oh, let me go watch the video. And then I got even more excited because I was like, oh, look, it's a kid rapping. Like, that's cute. But then I heard the cursing. And I'm a grandma at my core. If you watch me normally, you know I'm 23, but I'm 85. You get it. So stuff like that isn't cute to me. I'm clutching my pearls because what do you mean you're cussing? You're a kid. That's not normal, right? I was scrolling through the comments and no one pointed it out. So I'm like, y'all. And y'all be telling me, oh, Janae, like, it's okay.
The comment section will let you down more times than not.
You're normal. I think like that too. Okay, well, we're like 1 in a million. Because no one sees a problem with this. But this is what children are consuming. Now, stuff like this has made level-headed adults really step back and think about what they're consuming. Because a lot of people today are just giving up rap music completely. Today makes a...
Honestly, if somebody came out with something fresh and original, they would blow up easy, bro. Especially when it come to rap. Dog, if somebody was just come out like how the Migos came out in like 2013 and they was hot, bro. They was on fire, bro. If somebody was to come out now, just like going super hard, just rapping, they would take over, bro.
113 days that I have not listened to no rap, trap, or R&B. And honestly, it has been such an amazing experience. I encourage everybody to do this.
Some stop listening because it doesn't align with who they are or who they're trying to become. Others are letting it go because it triggers thoughts and emotions in them that they don't normally have.
This is coming from the biggest Moneybagg Yo, 21, Drake, I mean, you name it. I used to love it. When I stopped listening to it, call me weird, but I feel like my values of myself and other women just exploded in how much I understand our worth more.
I went like a month without rap.
But you gotta think about the vibrations that music carries too. The hertz, the vibrations, the sound frequencies, all of that, man.
Realized my thinking was becoming more shallow. I realized my feelings were becoming more irritable.
And I don't know about y'all, but to me, the power of the tongue is strong. And I truly believe that what you listen to can have an effect on your mind, your thoughts, your actions. A lot of people have said that this type of music makes them feel angry or prideful, lustful, or just puts them in a bad mood in general.
I remember being in church one time, and the preacher says, faith comes by hearing the word of God. Well, if your faith comes by hearing whatever you're hearing, then all we hear is what we hear. And that's from the time we wake up. We'll go at work and we'll play this music. We get in the car and we play this music. So it's almost like a spell that's being put on us.
I think a lot.
But that's more like recent rap music though. If we go back maybe like 15, 20 years ago, if you listen to some Crime Mob, some T.I., some old Gucci Mane, some Jeezy, I don't know, a lot of UGK, you know, that whole Houston movement with Lil Kiki, Paul Wall, Mike Jones, Slim Thug, Chamillionaire. If you listen to a lot of 2000s rap, more than likely you'll end up feeling good, bro. Like, really, like, if you really go back, especially if you grew up on it, but even if you didn't grow up on it, if you just go back and just listen to a 2000s playlist, or even a 2010s playlist, Rich Homie Quan, you know, Migos, you know, early Future, early Young Thug, like I said, Lil Wayne, bro, you listen to that, you gonna feel good. It's gonna be different than whatever the hell niggas is listening to now. I was never a huge Kendrick Lamar fan. You know what I'm saying? I don't know too many Lil Durk songs. I tried to like Lil Baby, bro. And like I got into his first album, My Turn, or whatever album that was. I thought it was cool. But overall, I could never get into Lil Baby, bro. Like, I could never do it. Yeah, bro. A lot of these new songs, like a lot of these new artists, bro. How many of them, if like I said earlier, if I told you list 5 of their songs and then spit the verse from each of those 5 songs, could you do it? Could you do it, bro? More than likely you couldn't. Man, I could spit verses from hundreds of songs. Shawty Low. Niggas forgot about Shawty Low. Soulja Boy. Niggas want to clown Soulja Boy, but if you listen to his early music, you'll be feeling good, bro. Kanye West. T-Pain. Bro, Youngbloods. Lil Jon. Yin Yang Twins. Bro, all of that shit is how you feeling good, bro.
People
Hot Boys. Big Timers.
Forget that music doesn't just flow through your ears, it flows through your spirit too. So maybe the problem isn't that rap music went too far. Maybe it just lost its direction. Because rapping back in the day used to be personal and vulnerable. But now it seems like it's pushing an agenda. And I know all rap music isn't like this. But isn't it crazy that the most degrading ones are the ones that's being pushed on us the most? Thank you for tuning into the Girl Talk You Didn't Know You Needed. I would love to hear your classy thoughts down below. Do you think rap music is not about the music anymore? Do you listen to rap music? If not, why? Me personally, I used to listen to a little bit of it back in the day, but now I don't, because I'm not gonna hold y'all, the lyrics can be a bit too much for a Christian woman like me. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, comment, like.
Nah, low key, high key, she is beautiful. I ain't gonna lie, bro. She's a beautiful woman. Let me see what y'all talking about in the comments. A good song doesn't need to have curse swear words, nor does it have to relate to sex. I've been called a self-hating black for having the same opinion. Like, why is this considered being black? The worst part is that Meg can rap about things other than being freaky. She has quite a few songs about things like losing her mom and finding it hard to find real people in the industry. It's just that being a hot girl is what gets the most listens. But then too, we got to remember all of this comes down to free will. These people chose to be in the industry. These people chose to sell out. These people chose to push an agenda. Nobody forced them to do it. Nobody's still forcing them to do it, bro. They have a choice. Man, that's why I said Meg Thee Stallion is a very beautiful woman on the outside, but she chooses to use her powers for evil. Bro, a literal walking agent of chaos, man. Her specifically. I don't have a problem with female rap, women rap. You know, if you can do it, I support it. It's just her specifically, dog. I never liked her, bro. But that's a whole nother video. But look, man, y'all like the video. Like, like the video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Y'all be safe. I'm out. Bruh, you recording?